Check, check, check. All right, good morning, everybody. How's it going? Appreciate everybody getting up this early. Of course, you guys probably do. I don't. Oh, I'm like still like totally half asleep. All right, give me 2 seconds. All right, you guys, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning just issued for quarter-size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. This will be just on the north side of Fremont, so this will include Scribner, Blair, Tacoma, and West Point. Once again, a pretty good line of storms on the south end of this polygon, just on the north side of Fremont. So Fremont, you will probably get spared from this cell right here. Blair, definitely keep your eyes open to the west. This may drop just a little bit to the south and get you. Um, but yeah, as of right now, Scribner, you're getting pretty good socked right now in between Scribner, West Point, Oakland, and Tacoma. You guys are in a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 43 minutes. And definitely some lightning off to the north. Definitely seeing that. Then another cell trying to get going down here just on the north side of York. And we'll have to keep an eye on this one too. Once again, a severe, man, there's a ton of lightning up there, and you guys can kind of see it from the sky cam. It's way up there, but we can see it. Once again, I'm down in this area in here, shooting north. So yeah, it's a good little distance away. So tonight's early morning, and I believe tonight is actually going to be a extremely late night. Um, yeah, we do have storms rolling in. Um, I think after 10 or 11 o'clock. So we'll definitely be on live tonight for those severe weather events that'll be rolling in later on. All right, once again, severe thunderstorm warning over here toward Washington County. Let me get all the counties for you. All right, you have Burke County, Cumming County, Washington County, and Dodge County, and southeastern Thurston County. These are all in Nebraska. Then you have Harrison County in Iowa. honestly don't think any Iowa county is clicked. Huh, that's weird. Anyway, I have a pretty good line of just showers and thunderstorms going from Sioux City, Iowa, straight south into Saunders County. So once again, severe thunderstorm warning for the next 39 minutes for those counties I just read off for quarter-size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. We're gonna look really quick. Yeah, a little bit of hail in there. Um, Not a lot of the quarter size. I mean, you really have to be right underneath these little hail core cells here. So one is right over the town of Scribner, one just to the south, and one in between Scribner and West Point. And that is heading down toward Blair. So if you are in Blair, um, you know what? Don't be surprised if you don't get a little, uh, probably marbled, penny-sized hail over there. All right, and then if we're over into Iowa, over toward Iowa City, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning over here, just on the for North Liberty and Marengo. This will be for quarter-size hail and under 50-mile-an-hour winds. So the main threat on this storm over in Iowa will be just the large hail, and we will assume that right there will be that hail core. So, oh yeah. Yeah, pretty good size hail over there just outside of, um, Marengo. You know what that is, Marengo. And then just on the west side of North Liberty, um, definitely some pretty good hail there. Let's get a track on this one. All right, so definitely if you are in North Liberty and uh, Tifton, guys need to be aware what's coming in off to your west. It's like this is going to start blowing out a little bit right in here. So even going into Iowa, we're going to start to see some pretty gusty winds. I think this is the front line of, um, what could be another derecho today. And this is just the beginning. This will head through Iowa, Carroll, Boone, Des Moines, back over through Marshall, Fort Dodge. Um, this is the line that they're going to have to really keep a close eye on today. Tonight, we're going to see quite a bit of storms tonight. Let me see. Let's just go for a day one category. Yeah, so here's our day one. So we are definitely in the slight risk for this evening. This is now, but including this evening. So this is for who don't know what this is, the yellow is a slight risk. And we will switch to anything tornadic today. All right, so everything today, tornadic wise, for 2% tornadoes is going to be over here. Slide that back there. This will be for Bloomington, Illinois, Springfield, um, over here towards St. Louis, Missouri, Evansville, Bowling Green, Louisville, Kentucky, and up to Indiana, Indianapolis, Lafayette. All right, so 2%, or not, so that was 2%. So this is going to be for wind for the day. As you kind of see, we could get some winds like later on. And here would be the hail. All right, this will be for hail for later on. So definitely, this is round one of a few storms throughout the next 24 hours. Let me see if they have a recent model update here. All right, and actually they do. All right, I'll kind of guide you guys through this. This is 9 o'clock, or I'm sorry, this is 5 o'clock this morning. So this is actually pretty spot on. At 6 a.m., 7, 8. By 9 o'clock, everything moves out. By 9 o'clock, we should be hopefully getting back sunny again. But then once we get throughout the day, all right, you see this line of storms going to start to fire out to the west. This is 8 p.m. Tonight. Doesn't go out that far, but 9, 10. So just kind of know that these storms will intensify and rapidly develop and then push eastward. This is 10 o'clock. So this is either pretty slow or we'll have to wait and see what goes on tonight. But I think possibly around 12, 1 o'clock, this will all be filled in with severe weather, and we could be doing severe weather coverage tonight. So anyway, little outlook um, right here on what's coming in later on. All right, we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Iowa City on this. The other one was allowed to expire. Uh, so Iowa City, quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds for the next hour and 2 minutes. I got some pretty good lightning back there to the north. All right. Here's the next latest radar sweep. We'll see what this one says. All right, reflectivity still shows, just on the north side of Fremont, up towards Scribner. Pretty good cell up there with some up to quarter size hail in it. So it looks like possibly on the south side of Scribner where you're going to see that bigger size hail heading over toward Blair. Would not be surprised if here pretty soon they get severe thunderstorm warnings just on the north side of Marshalltown. This will be in Iowa, just on the east side of Ames. Even out here, picking up on a few hail cores out here. Actually, you guys can see that shelf cloud. Let me expand this just a little bit. That's pretty cool. So when the lightning strikes like in behind, you see that cloud right there rolling in. That's a shelf cloud. Man, lightning, lightning, lightning. All right. And all that lightning that you see up there is coming from here. So that shelf cloud right there, that's what you see basically. Let's see, along this line right here, pushing in. So a little thunderstorm down on the north side of Lincoln, approaching Tim down here in Waverly. Mischief and good morning. Good morning to you too. Morning it is. I do not get up this early. Not gonna lie, I do not get up this early. This is way early for me. All right, still that severe thunderstorm warnings in these towns. If you're in Scribner, Blair, Tacoma, West Point, you guys do have a severe thunderstorm warning. It's mainly for West Point, like southward, is where your biggest hail is going to be right now. This is moving east, very slow. This is not moving very fast. Let's go in and see how fast this is moving because I do not believe it's moving fast. It says moving east at 40, but man, this sure does not seem like 40 miles an hour. All right, everybody, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Uh, Give me a two thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon because we are going to be going live tonight. Um, I know it's what is today? Wednesday? Yeah. I know it's only Wednesday night and it's going to be a late night, but we are going to go live tonight for storms. Um, Anytime probably after 10 o'clock, they'll be in like central Nebraska. So I assume most of those are going to be severe. But we will go live starting, whenever they start to pop up. I do work tonight. So I work until 9 o'clock. So I should be going live probably somewhere between 9:30 and 10 on here, for overnight storms. So yeah, definitely hit that bell icon. Sitting in Papillion working. What a show. Yeah, Wife's going to be on her way here to Papillion too. Um, she's a teacher out there, so today is their officially, well, kind of first day of school. They have freshmen today, so yeah, she'll be heading out here shortly too. DS, yeah, I may have to push that time back just a little bit. Depends how late we go live tonight. But yeah, I'm definitely still planning on at least coming down and checking that out. We will probably be live a lot tonight. We have a lot of storms and rain coming in. Guys, we could see over, you know, 2 inches of rain. If you guys are in eastern Nebraska, actually, man, that was like covering the whole state earlier. Let's see what so that was the HRRR model. It only went out that far. Let's see if we get a whoops. Let's see if we get let's see what the NAM says. All right, so this was still back at 2 o'clock this morning, which wow, that actually hit that pretty good. But they said 7 o'clock. But we'll go throughout. Let me see. All right, I'm going to squeeze this down just a little bit so you guys can see this really quick. Really, really quick. All right, so let's see, flexible would let me know what. Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, you guys, this is what the radar could look like at 11 p.m. tonight. And then that's midnight, 2, there's 4 o'clock in the morning. Ah, what happened? Where'd my radar go? All right, well, there's 7 a.m. pushing through Omaha at 8. Um, now, do I believe that this is actually going to happen like this? No, I believe there's going to be a massive, the whole state's going to be really filled up with rain and thunderstorms. So I don't normally do the NAM on here. I like the HRRR better. But that actually only goes out a little ways. All right, so the HRRR shows the line of storms out to the west, and this will be 10 o'clock tonight. So, um, yeah, I'll give you guys more of an update later on. It's still like really early, and the models for later on are not going to show up yet. All right, I believe they did uh, kind of reinstate the severe thunderstorm warning for the next 21 minutes for quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Hmm. Man, once again, this is just going to go on the north side, north side of Omaha. And we might be live covering for quite a bit of the day today. Uh, I don't go into work till like 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's a really, really short shift for me. So like 4 to 9. Um, then after I get done with all the money and paperwork on the backside of things, then I'll come home, get cleaned up, and then we'll probably go live tonight for the storms pushing through Nebraska. to eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. Man, did you see the storms last night in South Dakota? Those were crazy. A couple of those storms had baseball. One of those storms had a softball size hail. I mean, we're talking 4 inches in diameter. It's absolutely insane. And I believe that was on like the north side of it was on the north side of Rapid City. Yeah, Sturgis is here. I believe it was in up toward Belforche. Oops, sorry. Um, I believe it was up here. No, I lied to you. It was south. It was for Custer County down here. But they had a massive hailstorm. They had quite a few hailstorms down here, but one was a softball size. That was crazy. That was crazy. All right. So it does look like they let that severe. Oh, never mind. All right. Definitely if you're in Fremont, you guys are seeing some pretty heavy rains moving into Fremont right now. Maybe a little bit of pea-sized hail. Let me see. Maybe just a little bit of hail falling in Fremont. In between Hooper and Nickerson, a little bit of hail. And that looks like it's probably about it. That hail has really decreased in size. Man, you saw out here, just on the outside of Hooper, that was a good quarter size hail. Now it's slowly diminishing. Now you're about down to a pea size. So it should be good with hail. Um, you guys, let me refresh my screen really quick. What I'll do is I'll enlarge this one so you could kind of see Skycam. Let me refresh this really quick. Boy, you can see those clouds just moving. Upper level winds are just crazy this morning. All right, there's that one. Give me 2 seconds so I can refresh um, my camera really quick. Some of these you actually have to refresh because then the memory gets so overwhelmed on the computer. You have to basically start everything fresh again. So give me 2 seconds. So actually, while that's going up, what do you guys think of the new logo? There's a few of us that actually worked on this. I think it's pretty cool. So when I'm actually not live and we'll have up radar whatever, here's kind of the new look. And then normally what we'll do, um, this will be positioned like where I am, and then we'll have the clock in here, squared in there. What do you guys think about that? That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Between my wife and uh my next door neighbor, shout out to Danielle, um, for coming up with something kind of like this, for kind of a new look. When I'm not here, everything's going to be passed on. But yeah, what do you guys think of the new look? This is pretty cool. I can definitely hear thunder now. Great, bringing back up my camera. All right, once again, severe thunderstorm warning just on the north side of Fremont. This will be for like Hooper, Nickerson, Blair, Herman, and Takema and Oakland. Um, Thunderstorm warning for the next 13 minutes. Quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Camera is back up. Actually, it looks like we have a couple raindrops falling in. That might be a little big. That thunder, we are so not putting up with rain today. Well, not if there's lightning. Not if there is lightning. So you said you're down in Papillion, yeah, just crossing in. Oh, uh, and that's why we're seeing kind of rain on the old camera. So yeah, definitely some rain showers, possibly coming through. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, a little bit. Here was that lightning bolt right here. I knew there was thunder at my house. I was hoping to mow today. You know what? Uh, Diaz, I mowed yesterday. It was like 95 degrees. I got off work fairly early. I just had to really go in and put away truck, and I had to do a catering order uh, for a school yesterday. But I was in and out pretty quick, but still, at noon, it was still like 90 something degrees, and I did it yesterday. I been in Grin and Barrett. Um, yeah. So it can rain today. It can rain. But you know what? I think after this passes through by like 9 o'clock, sun will come out. It's going to dry out. It's going to be cooler than yesterday. Um, but yeah, you should be able later on to get out and mow. And I would, because we're going to get a lot of rain later on. All right, 10 more minutes on the severe thunderstorm warning for Blair, Hooper, Takema, Oakland. Nope, they went ahead and let it expire. All right. So no severe thunderstorm warning. So this must all be below severe limits, which it is. There's no severe hail there anymore. But that's not going to take away the winds. So you can even kind of see just a little bit of bow there. What that tells me is winds are going to be picking up along this leading edge here. I'm going to see some pretty good lightning, but we only have one lonely lightning in my area. Yes, on 5 acres using riding lawnmower still takes three. Real oh that's yeah, you do have a big area down there. But at least you're not push mowing. You know, put on the old headphones and get on the old rider. So far, you guys aren't seeing any rain. You could get this stuff down here toward Waverly and Greenwood. Let's see the motion on this. You could see some sprinkles. Big thunder here in Plattsmouth. All right. So DS is reporting he can hear thunder in Plattsmouth, which is probably right. I mean, just off to the west of Plattsmouth, you're going to start to see some rain showers start to pop up. Over here toward Waverly. Tim's getting it down here in Waverly. I don't know if Tim's on. Probably not. He's smart and probably still in bed. But yeah, definitely some thunder lightning going on in Waverly moving east. So in between Ashland and Weeping Water, and yeah, unfortunately DS over, heading your way. I'll take a little bit of rain though. This is kind of blowing up a little bit more on the outside, right in here. Basically right where the coverage is right now. A little bit of firing up heading east, so we could get some pretty good rains here at the weather studio. All right, so definitely western Sarpy and Douglas County. Um, Start to see some showers as you move more north. Uh, the more intense that probably it gets. Still a ton of lightning up toward in between Fremont and Blair. Definitely some winds in there, probably in between, 44 and 50 miles an hour over toward Fremont. So definitely, definitely some winds in there. Sleep, what's that? Dude, I need sleep. Oh. I even went to bed like super, super early last night because I knew I was probably going live this morning. So I definitely had some sleep last night. And off and on through the night, I could hear my alarms going off for warnings. So just I knew they were still dropping to the south from these are actually the storms up and from western South Dakota and western North Dakota. So these are still the same cells that are dropping down. I had a little bit of rain now coming into uh, Douglas County. So southwest Douglas County, just coming in. Another little lightning bolt out there. Boy, look at those clouds. Man, they are. Let me see if I can bring this up. They are ripping. Look at my trees. Actually, we'll take a quick peek at my actual tree. We'll see Old Glory. Old Glory's flying. Look at that. Look at this tree over here. Yeah, definitely some winds out here, man. That's crazy. Pushing through. How fast those clouds are moving. Upper level winds are just man, they are moving. Wait 2 seconds. I gotta reset that. I know it locked up on me. All right. All right. Well, definitely coming into western Douglas County, we're gonna see some pretty good rain. Sorry, let me get my hand up. There we go. Pretty good rains starting to develop right in here. Lots of lightning and big thunder here. Yeah. DS, let me see. Yeah, that really gained right outside of you too. that kind of exploded just off to your west. Bring that back up. 2 seconds for Skycam, you guys. Yeah, DS right outside, right to your west. That exploded right there. All right, we'll leave that there for a little bit. Man. All right, you guys. So this is kind of where I am. I am like dead underneath this red cell up here. All right, so definitely if you were in Douglas County, actually now down in the Sarpy County, down in toward Papillion. Um, I know S. Griffin, she's down here toward Papillion. She's like, we are not putting up the crane. Yeah, I would not put up a crane right now, too. Things are starting to fill in. Sarpy, Douglas, once again up here where we had the severe thunderstorm warning up in Washington County, north of Washington up toward Tacoma. Oh, you know who's up here. Connie's up here. So yeah, Connie's going to get smacked here in just a little bit with a lot of heavy rain. Yeah, pray that she's got her roof done already. Uh, she was getting her roof redone because I think she had a little small leak in it, but she was getting her roof done, and this is not what she needs right now. Definitely hear thunder down here now. Definitely hear thunder. All right, if you guys are just joining us, good, let's see, what is today? Wednesday? Good Wednesday morning. You guys don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, we are always here. We'll be here this morning and we'll be here late tonight due to active weather going on. So yeah, be sure you hit that uh, bell icon for every time we go live. We want you guys to go live with us. So if you guys are new to the channel, yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate you. Um, for you guys that have been here for a while, if you guys are definitely feeling generous this morning, I'll leave these up for a couple of minutes. We do have Venmo and PayPal um, up on our screen. It does keep the stream running. It keeps cameras going for certain places. I'm going to be going down to Plattsmouth and putting in a new camera, a new camera down in Plattsmouth. Down there, as you see, a ton of lightning and thunder. We would love to see what's going on in Plattsmouth right now. So we're putting in a camera down there. And honestly, we do have a camera out here in Kearney, but I need to go back out there due to a storm. It kind of knocked that one out, but it takes me a little bit to get back out there. So we do have cameras all around. So your generous donations do go to good use and upgrade new equipment. So Yeah, we'll just do this maybe a couple of times during the stream. I'll leave it up there just for a couple more seconds. Um, but yeah, as of right now, we just have Venmo and PayPal. Yeah, and we appreciate all of you. But yeah, definitely filling in eastern Nebraska down here in Cass County. Once again, heading over toward Plattsmouth. We have a cell in Papillion, one over here in Elkhorn now. Gretna's starting to pick up on a little bit of rain. We're going to head up toward Washington County, up toward Blair. Missouri Valley, Logan, Iowa, over here toward Tacoma. Yeah, some pretty good showers at least coming in. Had your camera here, you wouldn't miss the lightning show. I know. I get it. Yeah, you guys do have a lot of lightning down there. So yeah, I'm anxious to come down tomorrow and plan everything out, and then I think I'm gonna get a high def camera to put down there, because just so everybody knows, I have a subscriber DS is letting me put a camera up at his place. Um, so he's in Plattsmouth, which is awesome because then I can see into Iowa. I can see down here toward Nebraska City, see out here toward Ashland, Waverly, Weeping Water, anything out here. I mean, it's going to be pretty cool. His house sits up on a hill. He's got 5 acres. Sits up on a hill. Um, so we'll be able to see for miles these storms. I mean, we'd probably be able to see them out here, you know, pushing in. So it's going to be really exciting to get a new camera in out there. But because your guys' help, you guys are making it all possible. So I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, so Greta's getting a little bit of rain right now coming through. And this is Harrison Street right here. So of course, like I said, I'm in this general area in here, and as you see, yeah, it's pouring at my house. Still a lot of lightning out there. A lot more lightning over here in Douglas County. Lightning really picked up a little bit. Right. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning out for somebody. Oh, all right, here we go. So if you guys are watching in from eastern Iowa over toward Davenport, you guys, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning just on the east side of Iowa City. This will be for Tipton, and just on the inside of Davenport. This will be for quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. This will be for the next hour and 5 minutes. So definitely, if you're out here, Wilton, West Library, uh, Ingding, Ingd, Eddington. Sorry, man, it is too early. Eddington. Um, you guys are now in a severe thunderstorm warning. Pretty good cell. just moving into the polygon from Iowa City and North Liberty and Lone Town, Lone Tree. So this is moving in your direction. So if you're in Durant, you guys are next in line to get thumped. Sean said, "Good morning. Is there storms heading toward Lenox, Iowa in the southwest?" Lenox, Iowa. Let me see where Lenox is. How far southwest? All right, so here's Linux. Let's see where this is. Oh, you're over there. Um, yeah, probably sooner than later. If we put a motion on this, yeah, you could get some of these southern storms down here, and we'd have to see if there's really more southerly development. But if this keeps pushing basically due to the east and forming, yeah, you guys will probably get a small thunderstorm probably in the next hour, hour and a half. It'll take to get out there. So, yeah, so far nothing really severe. Ooh, holy mackerels. Boy, I don't know if you guys just heard that. I'm awake now. Holy jeez Louise. I swear that lightning just struck outside my house. That was crazy. That was loud. All right, that made me jump. I'm awake. I'm awake. Sean, yeah, absolutely. Um, sorry I got cut off, man. I had my own little freak show here with some lightning. That seriously, those lightnings right there are no joke. And I guarantee one's going to show up right in this area here in just a minute. I'm going to put that there. But anyway, Sean, yeah, yeah, you guys will see probably some showers or whatever moving in here later on within the next hour or so. Steph said, "Holy thunder boomer." Yes, that was that was pretty good. That woke me up. That one woke me up. We'll give it a second, but I know there's going to be another lightning bolt that'll come up on radar here. Pretty, yep, there it was. This one right here. That one, that one got me. I think my camera's a little delayed now from that one. Georgia, what's going on? We're under a watch. Are we? I didn't even know we were. I usually just worry about the warnings. All right, we'll go to overlay. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. All right, we'll see what kind of watch we're in. Oh, I guess we are. Did they just issue this? All right, we are in a severe thunderstorm watch for basically just under 4 hours. Did not know that. So we're looking at up to 1 inch size hail with winds up to 80 miles an hour. We had some crazy winds in Ohio, Indiana, going down into Kentucky yesterday. Um, Crazy 80, 90 mile an hour winds. So yeah, Georgia, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Yes, they issued the watch a few hours ago. Oh, did they? Oh, I was probably still sleeping. You know what gets me? I need to check my weather radio because that actually should have went off. Maybe I have it turned off. Normally when I'm broadcasting live, I know if a warning comes out, so I don't usually have my weather radio on. Yeah. No, they didn't have 100 to 110. Now they could have, if that was part of the derecho, but once the storms got into um, Indiana, Ohio, down into Kentucky, uh, winds were not over 80 miles an hour down there. What there was one at 90 um, for what we saw and watched, but there was nothing, you know, close to 100. Now, if that happened through the day over um, in this area here, where they had a lot of damage and whatever, and these storms pushed down, there was a derecho that came through here as a push. Now, in here, I'm not aware of. I'm talking about the storms that were, you know, bound, basically starting in here and pushing south. So, all right, we're getting some pretty good rain now. All right, definitely right along Sarpy and Douglas County, right along Harrison Street. Definitely, if you're going to work already, going down Harrison Street, some heavy rain. Moving into Papaya La Vista, Ralston area. Heavy rains moving over through Boys Town, uh, Midtown, heading into town over toward Carter Lake. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning over severe thunderstorm warning inside of a severe thunderstorm warning. All right. Now this one has a possible tornado label tag on it with quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. So definitely some winds in here. All right. So definitely seeing some 70-mile-an-hour winds out here in this new polygon. So definitely, if you are in West Liberty or Wilton in Iowa, you guys really need to be in your safe place. Get into a interior room. Just stay away from windows. This is not a tornado warning, but you are seeing winds upwards of about 70 mile an hour. West Liberty and Wilton in Iowa. All right, we're going to head back over to Omaha really quick. All right, definitely. If you guys are just joining us, thanks for tuning in this morning, this early Wednesday morning. Couple of thunderstorms rolling through Douglas and Sarpy County right now. Um, Basically riding right along Harrison Street, splitting the counties. Douglas County seeing some moderate to heavy rain. Sarpy County seeing some moderate to heavy rain. A few interesting lightning strikes out there. So looks like it's calmed down just a little bit with the lightning, but needless to say, we had a pretty good lightning show. I'm sure that one crack of thunder, if you're in our neck of the woods over here, uh, definitely woke you up. Yeah, there was one or two that really got you. So you definitely probably heard it. Then as we pan out a little bit, just move through Blair. So Washington County, you should be pretty much on the down low now, except for a little bit of light rain showers on the backside. But for the most part, the heavy rain has moved out. Tacoma, Oakland, you guys are good. Everything's moved into over into Iowa. Um, I know that cell probably went right through Connie's house and pushing off to the east of her house right now. So she got a little bit of showers down there. DS down in Plattsmouth. Let's check in on him. Yeah, it looks like pretty good rain shower just pushed through Plattsmouth right there. Also pushing across the river into Iowa. A little bit further south down from Weeping Water down to Nebraska City. Um, Getting in a little bit of development down there. Do see a little bit of hail down here. There's one little spot that could possibly right there, probably right where that lightning bolt is. So that's intensifying uh, hail a little bit. I mean, that just may be a little bit of ice pellets for right now, but little bit of development down there. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. We will be here this morning and also late tonight. Late tonight. Um, Storms will re-energize after dark tonight, and we definitely will be here late tonight. All right, let's head over here one more time for that severe thunderstorm warning. Um, all right, so they do have a possible tornado label tag on that with quarter-sized hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's basically nothing definitive on this. This is over in Iowa. Um, Not really seeing any rotation. Uh, these wider colors right here, these are where your gustier winds are going to be right in here. I know they just didn't take, did they just let that lapse? Did they really? No, I didn't think so. Well, maybe. I mean, we're under, well, there's a 60-mile-an-hour wind. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, because this is still in severe status. Um, Still showing 60 plus mile an hour winds in here. Kind of curious on that one. That's what I was thinking. I saw a little bit of purple. So we are still looking at 80-mile-an-hour winds. um, just on the west side of Davenport. Sean, I live near 114th and Fort. We have nickel-sized hail. Yeah, there. Let me scooch over there really quick off of Street. Oh, Irvington. I think this is Fort up here, if I'm right. Is this Fort or State? What is this? Boy, why does it look like we have gravel roads here in Omaha? All right, Target, Aldi's. I'm trying to see where we are. That's Waterloo. Methodist Women's. All right, so this is Dodge right here. So Dodge, Maple, Fort. All right, Fort here, and you said 114th is uh, probably down in here somewhere. But you probably definitely uh, did have some hail on the north side here. All right, for everybody just tuning in, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch here for our area for the next 3 hours and a little over 3.5 hours. This will be for 1 inch size hail, uh, up to 1 inch size hail, and up to 80 mile an hour winds. We'll really have to be watching now that it's crossed the river, uh, those winds as it shoots eastward over toward Carroll. We'll just have to keep watching over there. Winds are maybe 30 to 40, Sean said. Rain on and off, yeah. Connie, hey, good morning. We were just talking about you. Yeah, we were looking at kind of where you lived over there. We were praying for you. Hopefully that rain got in and out and didn't do a lot of damage to your roof, hopefully. But we were talking about you earlier. Just got up. I wish I just got up. For all you great people out there, I set my alarm for 5 o'clock. Set it for 5 and looked in here and I mean there were storms going on, but no more than I sat down and it was going to go live. Then we had our first severe thunderstorm warning um, over here toward Blair. So yeah, definitely a little bit of winds down here, or winds, rain down from downtown Omaha, down La Vista, Papillion, Ralston, probably a little bit down here towards Springfield. So definitely in Springfield, Richfield, Papillion, La Vista, Ralston. You guys are getting a pretty good soaking right now. Austin reports it is starting in CB. Yeah, Council Bluffs, you guys are gonna be getting it too. Just crossing the river. In Austin, it's just going to keep picking up over there. Connie laughs. Just the leaks. Yeah, I was hoping it was going to, move through pretty quick so you didn't get a lot of leaks going on from this one. DS, I got up at 4:30 and I don't work until 10 a.m. Man, that is crazy. Why do you get up that early? Uh, you guys need your beauty sleep. Connie said my alarm went off at 4. Shut it down before I went to bed. What? Let's see. Went off at 4. Forgot to shut it down before I went to bed. Went back to sleep. Oh, I get you. Yeah, we had some pretty good lightning bolts around here, and the thunder were a lot of people's alarm clocks around here. Let me tell you, it was loud. Just like if you're in Richfield, you guys probably just got woke up by this lightning bolt. Old people don't sleep. Oh, I sleep. Uh, it's kind of funny. Everybody was talking about you need 6, 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep. You know, full night. Actually, the average, they're like if you sleep 5 to 6 hours of night, you're good. Boy, I don't know about that. Oops. With my wife, she'll be fine driving to work. So uh, she's a teacher, and this is freshman day back. So yeah, by the time she gets to school, everything will be mainly to the east. But yep, she'll be all right. Man, ton of lightning just on the south side of Papillion. And so definitely if you're in between Springfield and Papillion, um, definitely some lightning in there, Sean. I sleep on average 8 to 10 hours and 42 years old. Yeah, I would like, a good, you know, 7, 8 hours. I'd feel good. Hmm. Well, it's clearing up here a little bit. Look at that. No rain, winds calm. You can't really point to the east because nothing, well, there was just a lightning flash. Did you guys see that? Trying to go back to the east. Oh, there we go. A little bit. Sorry, you guys get to see my weather station. But back there to the east, that's actually what we're seeing. Um, kind of show you. That's what we're seeing back in that direction. All right, little windy. Oh, that's a lot. There's a little bit of a wind gust. But as you see the trees here, trees calm. Old Glory down there. Old Glory's not moving. So yeah, everything's good over here. We have dark spotted clouds with a hint of green toward the north facing 108th and Ida and State Street. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are basically good up there now. The green is indication of hail and whatever, but yeah, you guys are all good up there. State and Ida. I mean, that's like as far north as you can get up here. But there's like nothing up there now. Let's see, Bree. Super low. Let's probably say super loud thunder in Midtown. My radar showed a pocket circulation out by Papela Vista down I-80 toward Bellevue like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, there wasn't really a lot of anything out here. Um, these are multiple scans. So if you look at the green in there, that's not rotation on this. Um, what you would kind of look for on this radar sweep is a little bit of the brighter yellows with the red. Not much rotation. That's basically a lot of wind in there. So very windy. And then that wind now is heading just on the south side of Bellevue. Yeah, so seeing roughly about 55-mile-an-hour winds just on the south side of Bellevue. Definitely loud. Man, if you're in Sarpy County over here, you guys are definitely hearing it. Um, all right, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. I would assume it's out here. All right, is it Marengo? Marengo, over here in Iowa. This will be for quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. So my wife's reporting the lightning in the direction that we're pointing. The lightning is crazy. My wife said the further east she gets, out here where I was saying, the further east she gets out here, the lightning's just crazy. So she's out here driving down that way and she can see all of this. All right, Bree. Let's see. If I had to head to work to Bellevue from Midtown, it's windy and bad enough to wait for drive. A, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're in like downtown Omaha, Midtown, downtown, heading toward, did you say Bellevue? Yeah, definitely, because you'd be going down, what is it, 70, 75? Is that it? Yeah. You'd be going down 75, and right now that's not probably ideal right now. It's extremely heavy rains. Uh, I know it's probably pretty windy coming down here. So yeah, just hold off for a little bit. Yeah, definitely. If you even drove past the zoo, animals are going crazy right now. They're all hunkered down. Definitely heading down toward Fontenelle Forest. Heavy rains. Downtown Bellevue, heavy rain. Yeah, so definitely if you're in like Papillion, La Vista, Ralston, eastward, you guys are getting heavy rain. But if you're Papillion, La Vista, Ralston, westward, you guys are fine. Everything's fine. Little bit of rain showers still down here in Sarpy County until that moves through, but that's just extremely just light rain slash heavy drizzle down here. All right, once again, everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate it. Um, if you guys feel generous this morning, we do have Venmo and PayPal up on the screen now. I know it was kind of hard to get to before in the description link because it wasn't really showing it. You really had to search and find it. I'll leave this up for maybe a minute or so. If you guys just want to scan the QR codes on there. Um, anything's appreciated. We definitely put donations back into the weather stream, getting new cameras, new equipment, um, new monitors. So yeah, we definitely put everything back into the stream so we can give you better coverage. But yeah, up toward Denison. So Ida Grove just went through Mapletown. So Denison, you guys are getting plenty woke up right now. It is loud. So if you are just north of Dunlap, Denison, Iowa, over toward Ida Grove, um, definitely loud over there. It looks like this is really falling apart. Like as soon as it crossed the river, it really fell apart. Then we do have still development back out here to the west from O'Neill down toward Ord, and Columbus toward Lincoln. So we still are seeing some showers and thunderstorms out here. So this may not quite be done as quick as we think. I think a lot of possible redevelopment um, can come behind this. That's just ground clutter. All right, one more time. If you guys are in Iowa watching, couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out here. This is the one just to the west of Davenport. So we still do have a possible tornado label signature, quarter size hail, and up to 70-mile-an-hour winds. These were the winds that we were talking about earlier. This is a considerable damage threat for the next 28 minutes. Oh yeah, look at that. Definitely strong winds in here. Definitely. All right. If you are definitely in Eldridge, Davenport, even down into Milan, you guys definitely need to be on an interior part of your house, definitely away from windows. These are really strong winds. Definite tree branches come down, power lines can come down, power outages. Um, Definitely some strong winds in here. I mean, they're approaching 90 miles an hour. So if you guys know anybody over here around the Davenport area, give them a heads up. Hey, definitely pushing 90-mile-an-hour winds. RH, what's going on? You got some Scuddy stuff over there in Bellevue? Yeah, you may see some SLCs, what we call it, scary looking clouds. But yeah, they're pushing pretty quick. But biggest threat just outside of Davenport, close to 90-mile-an-hour winds. So if you know anybody out here, um, yeah, definitely give them a heads up. Those are definitely some good winds out there. Yeah, definitely over in Bellevue. RH is reporting in from Bellevue. Yeah, definitely Bellevue's getting socked right now. Bellevue is getting some pretty heavy rain. So in between Bellevue and Papillion, um, you guys are definitely getting rain. Cruz, what's going on? Haven't seen you forever. What's up? Congrats on the channel growth explosion. Yeah, appreciate it. Hey, I got to thank all of you guys. On our what, two streams ago, we had over like 3,400. I think it was on Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday with the severe weather? But yeah, over 3,000 people on, over 100 new subscribers. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So we do still have the severe thunderstorm warning icon up. These are for people over here in Iowa. So looking just outside of Davenport, we're pushing 90-mile-an-hour winds out here. So definitely just west of Davenport. If you know anybody out here, definitely some strong winds. And then on the southwest side of Cedar Rapids, uh, Marengo, you guys are still seeing quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. So yeah, pretty interesting morning so far. And we still got the night to go. A little bit of rain up toward Albion, north of Greeley Center. Is this up toward Spalding? It is. Kind of Spalding, you guys just gotta a good heavy rain up toward Spalding. We have some family up toward that direction. Um, Possibly saw a little bit of rain on the farm. But yeah, over toward Albion, St. Edwards, down toward Columbus, David City. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on these for redevelopment um, as they push east, southeast. We'll put a motion on these so you guys can kind of see the trend on these. And do I think that they'll dissipate? I do. I don't think they'll make it all the way in here. So the stuff we'll have to look for later on. Let me shrink that just a little bit. Let's see if they have a updated model for later. So every hour I keep checking. All right, so this is supposed to be 6 o'clock this morning. Well, everything is already passed over into Iowa, so little behind on this one. All right, so this is out west. This is 8 o'clock tonight. There's 9 o'clock tonight, 10 and 11. I do think this will be a little bit further to the east, but I do know a line of showers and thunderstorms are going to form out west and push east. We will be live tonight, um, especially if this line really becomes severe. So you guys be sure you hit that bell icon um, on your subscription to us or a subscriber, uh, and that way you'll be notified tonight when we go on. All right, you guys, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This does include Davenport. This is what we're talking about. Um, they do have a possible tornado label signature on this with penny-sized hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. We'll go back in and look at some of these winds again. I do believe these are actually stronger. Okay, I really didn't believe. Oh, did you guys see that? I wish I would have had that bigger for you. Yeah, so we're still looking at, you know, 70 plus mile an hour winds. So definitely if you're in Davenport or Eldridge, you know, expect upwards of close to 80 mile an hour still. So it says 60, but we're still clocking bigger winds. It is definitely more than 60 miles an hour. They should at least tag this for 70. All right, so that was back up to the west. All right, so we'll really have to kind of keep an eye on, even though this has already moved out, we'll have to keep an eye on this stuff here as it pushes in. Um, as you saw that lightning up there, you know, things are still pretty energized out here, which informs me that destabilization of the atmosphere is still pretty prime for thunderstorms. So we'll have to watch these storms out toward David City as they push eastward. It may become a little bit stronger. Yeah, that was that lightning right there that you guys just saw on camera that I wish I had. That was that right there. So that's pretty accurate. I'm going to give you guys kind of just a little my opinion on this. So the lightning you saw on Skycam here just a couple seconds ago, that is that lightning bolt right there. So, you know, that indicates to me this is radar Omega is pretty accurate on their lightning strikes. That if you definitely see white lightning strikes on here, you can guarantee it happened. So yeah, I like to visually see it and then see it on a map. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is kind of shrinking down. It's going over the river and kind of shrinking. So definitely, if you're in downtown Omaha heading toward Bellevue now, you should be good. Roads are going to be wet, but 75 should be clear enough, as in rain wise, that you guys can travel from Omaha down to Bellevue. So yeah, you guys are good. But take these back off. All right. So my wife reports some standing water on Q Street and about 130th, but not horrible. So yeah, so we did get a little bit of street flooding out there. So you guys just be cautious if you're in Douglas, Sarpy County, up toward Washington. With that line that came through, it came down pretty fast and heavy. So probably a little bit of street flooding is going on, but it should drain off pretty quick. All right, kind of just watching this little system out here in David City. Well, once again, still watching this kind of a little line. I'll kind of bring this back out a little bit so you guys can kind of see a fuller map. Um, yeah, still watching just for redevelopment back out here to the west. We'll kind of watch these come down. Probably if they hold together, I mean, we'll get another round or two coming into the Omaha Metro. We'll head back out here to Iowa really quick, where they're seeing upwards of almost 80-mile-an-hour winds coming through here. Let me see if they tag. See, they're still saying 60 mile an hour on that polygon, 70 on that. But I don't like. Right. So we're still seeing roughly. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, I made that bigger. There you go. So if you're just on the outside of Davenport, I mean, you're still seeing which is in the polygon for at least 70 miles an hour. Um, we're still seeing in between 75 and 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And you could kind of see the bow on this. that's going to be coming in pretty quick. So green is toward the radar and red is away from the radar. So as this pushes through Davenport, you're going to get some good wind gusts of anywhere from 70 to 80 mile an hour through here. So definitely, if you know anybody out here, uh, give them a heads up. So the latest scan drops it below 70, which is a good thing, but we're still pushing just below 70 mile an hour. Davenport, you guys are definitely seeing the winds and as that came through, that's for sure. All right, we'll head back over here to Omaha. Omaha, we're good. I mean, seriously, Omaha, good to go. Sarpy, Douglas, Washington, Saunders, we're all good. We're still watching, this cell just crossed river. It's dissipating pretty quick. Oakland's having a little shower over here, just outside of Oakland, Iowa. Watching maybe a little bit of redevelopment out here toward David City. So that's definitely what you see up here on the sky cam. Um, is that cell out there? Yeah, look how much this is totally dissipating because all the energy is being used up out of these storms out here. Yeah, pretty good bow segment coming in. Look at that. Those are some strong winds coming through Davenport. So we have three severe thunderstorm warnings, like literally everywhere, and they are right here in Iowa. One's on the west side of Iowa City, moving into Iowa City now, but this will be for quarter size hail up to 60 mile an hour winds. A little storm up toward Denison. Boy, Denison, if you were sleeping, you're not now. Ton of lightning up here. Ton. Once again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and the bell icon. We will be live tonight. It'll be late, but we will probably be going live for the storms, pushing in from western Nebraska, then moving in into the area through the overnight hours. So yeah, be sure you give the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell icon. I didn't want to tilt too, sorry. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning. Just trying to figure out where it is. All right, just outside of Columbus. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning for Sydney, Ohio. This will be for quarter-sized hail and up to 50-mile-an-hour winds. So definitely another round. Sydney, Dayton, Richmond, Hamilton, down towards Cincinnati. Um, yeah, these guys are just not catching a break out here. So definitely, if you are in Salina, you guys are probably getting some hail right now. Let's take a quick peek. Yeah, definitely if you're in Salina, Ohio, definitely seeing a little bit of hail, probably pea to marble size hail coming into there. Um, I don't believe it would be up to quarter size hail yet. It could as it comes in. Yeah, so definitely back there we saw quarter size hail, but it is shrinking in size. So probably at least penny size hail. All right, here's the radar outside of Davenport again. Extremely gusty winds coming in toward Davenport, Iowa, uh, pushing pretty rapidly to the east. I don't know. Let me see. So it is moving east at 40 miles an hour. All right. Looks like the rain's a little bit picking up again over here. Kind of cleared out a little bit, now pushing back in. Like I said, we'll have to watch this um, down over toward David City a little bit as it pushes eastward, but a little bit of light rain. In Saunders County now, going to be pushing into Douglas and Sarpy County. All right, you guys, don't go anywhere. Just give me a second. Um, I will be right back. Oh. Oh. All right. Definitely a little good sell going into Carroll, Iowa. A ton of lightning, but it doesn't look as bad as it did. Denison got it pretty good. It was probably pretty loud in Denison. But yeah, not really a whole lot um, going going on right now out there. Did they? No. All right, so over toward Davenport, there is still a severe thunderstorm warning over here. I think it's just so they were having issues yesterday with warnings going on and coming off. So this might be one of them. Looks like the stronger, well, he's still holding about 60. So still strong winds in here, but not as strong as they were before, which is good. So as they push through Davenport, so 2 miles north of Davenport, 1 to 2 inch branches down, very heavy rain, heavy winds. This is what we were reporting was extremely gusty winds over there. Let's see this one, 6 inch branches down, water over the roads. Yeah, they were seeing some heavy, I mean, upwards of, 70 mile an hour, almost 80 mile an hour they were getting out there. So, a couple of damage reports coming out of Davenport. A little bit of peaks of sun up there. All right, well, good morning for everybody who is just tuning in with us. A little bit loud morning this morning over here in the Omaha Metro. Things are starting to somewhat clear out. We do have a little bit of redevelopment out to the west. And when I say little, really a little redevelopment. Um, Hopefully it should clear out later on with more activity tonight, well after dark. So once again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon when we go live like late tonight. Anything severe, you'll be notified. Uh, you'll be notified that I'm on. And yeah, you can hop on and see what's going on. Still a couple of storms trying to get, keep going just outside of Columbus. All right. So just some light rain that's redeveloped and moving back through Omaha, Sarpy County. Once again, heading east. This will also be for Gretna, Springfield, Papaya, La Vista, Ralston, um, over toward like Boys Town, Midtown, and pushing eastward. So, yeah, you may see a little bit of light rain going on out there. Nothing severe. Little shower over toward like Ashland and Saunders County, heading over toward David City, back up toward Columbus, and this is probably the most, I don't even want to say severe, strong, more the more of the strong ones here in the state is just on the south side of Albion toward St. Edward. Is the light really that bright? Mm, it's been a little better. So you can kind of see that spot back there on Skycam, back there to the west. What we're looking at is this right here. That is what we are looking at on there. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning. I assume it's out here. All right, so it'll be the extension on the other one for Davenport. Um, so this will be for just penny-sized hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Last time we were clocking the winds, they were just a little over 60-mile-an-hour winds. So this seems about right. So penny-sized hail up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. I believe this is probably still moving east at 40. Let's see. So this has picked up speed a little bit. This is moving east at 50. So definitely some strong to severe thunderstorms from Rapid City over toward Davenport. Um, and basically back down into like Kirksville, Missouri. So little line's going to start getting going here. All right, let you guys look at Skycam for a second. I'm going to reboot the radar. Danielle, what's going on? Full logo. Hey, thanks. I'll show you the other one here in a second. That one's actually pretty cool too. So here's the other one. See, I was at the new energy drink place by 610 when the big lightning struck. Yeah, that was pretty wild. That was definitely loud. Definitely loud. Are you at work now? Did you make it up there? Right. So little storm just west of Sarpy County. So just north of Ashland, going across the border into Sarpy. It is going over toward Des Moines, but it's actually weakening to go over there. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning just got issued just to the east of Mount Pleasant. This will be for quarter-size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. This will be for Burlington, um, Mediapolis, and Burlington. So once again, this will be for quarter-size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds for the next hour. So if you guys are in this polygon here, you guys are in a severe thunderstorm warning. This will be over toward Mount Pleasant and Burlington. This will be in the far eastern part of Iowa. So if you guys know anybody in this location, just let them know. Hey, storms off to your west, quarter size hail up to 60-mile-an-hour winds for the next hour. Oh, that's where Jordan lives? Oh, okay. So pretty good hail core just to his west. Let's take oh yeah. Holy smokes. Yeah, they definitely have some good sized hail up there, just on the west side. Boy, that blew up actually pretty quick. Right. So, a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out here in um, eastern Iowa, going over into Illinois. So, one is down here toward Burlington and Mount Pleasant. Other one's over here in Davenport, and then crossing state lines over into Illinois, over toward uh, Princeton. All right, you guys, we'll head back over. Looks like the only really stronger part of the storm is up toward Carroll, in Carroll, Iowa. Just on the south side of Storm Lake, west of Rockwell City. Still a good little storm up there. A lot of CG going on. And just to the west of Boone and Ames, pretty good little storm cell down over there. For the most part, this is pretty much fallen apart down over in eastern Nebraska. There's not that much. Like I said, one really good heavy rain cell, and that's to the west of Columbus. Hopefully, this will move out, dry out a little bit. And like I said, tonight we'll be back live tonight for probably like overnight coverage of the storms. I guess it's raining here at the studio. I can see some rain coming in, which is fine. Let it rain a little bit. That saves me from going outside and doing some yard work. So definitely showers moving back through western Sarpy County into the Gretna area and just over into Douglas County. So you guys will probably be seeing some sprinkles off and on. I think I even heard a little bit of thunder out there. The lightning down here toward Wahoo. That might be what I heard. Mhm. All right, we'll head back over to those severe thunderstorm warnings over in Iowa really quick. Give you an update on these. All right, so heading through Minneapolis, Iowa right now. New London. New London's getting smacked right now, heading uh, east southeast toward Burlington and Oquanka. Sounds about right. Yeah, so definitely in New London. If you guys are in New London, you guys are seeing pretty good size hail, at least quarter size hail in New London. And this will be heading down toward Burlington. And then the other severe thunderstorm warning is up toward Davenport and to the east. Um, Main wind threat is pushing into Illinois as we speak. Roughly penny-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds coming into here. We'll check velocities really quick. Probably look like at least in the 50s. Oh, they are pushing. Oh, a couple of these are still pushing close to 70-mile-an-hour winds. Whoops. So a couple of these are still reading close in between 70, 75-mile-an-hour winds. So yeah, definitely in this area just outside of Princeton. So definitely be aware. Definitely you know, pretty good rain shaft back in there. So if I'm seeing right, this is what we're seeing on the sky cam is that cell right there, back there. Um, yep, and that's moving down to the southeast. So that is when you're looking at your screen on Skycam, that's pushing to the left, that whole cell. So as you're looking at it from this angle, pushing down. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning in Missouri. This will be just on the north side of Kirksville. This will be for quarter size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. Once again, this is for north central Missouri. This will be for just on the north side of Kirksville. This will be for Lancaster. This will be for the next 34 minutes. So if you are in Lancaster or Downing, severe thunderstorm warning, quarter size hail up to 60-mile-an-hour winds for the next 34 minutes. So this is moving dead east. So if you are in Memphis, just be aware to the west. Severe thunderstorm warning. All right, we're going to head to this severe thunderstorm warning over toward Burlington. This is some pretty big hail. All right, now we're tagging for golf ball size hail up to 60-mile-an-hour winds with considerable damage threat in this cell. So one more time, if you are in New London and heading into Burlington, you guys are having golf ball size hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, this is a considerable damage threat for this cell. So definitely, if you know anybody in this polygon, you need to give them a heads up that, hey, there's some big time hail in this cell. So we're looking in between New London and Burlington for the most severe part of the hail. That's a big hail. That's a big hail core. Holy smokes. This whole thing is huge. All right. Huge hail core. Yeah, when you guys start seeing blues on radar, that's not good for hail. All right. That little cell outside Ashland's kind of strengthening up just a little bit. Gonna put this into motion. That's the cell you're looking at, through Skycam. So Western Sarpy County could get one more round of severe, not severe, strong rain coming in toward Ashland. All right. So the cloud formation right above where it says 2026 for the date, and then if you go straight up from there, that cloud that looks like it's like hitting the ground, that is this right here out toward Wahoo. That's what you're seeing. And then the one down here toward Ashland is the one on the far left side of the screen. That's what that is. So you see this little clear air pocket here, and that's what you're seeing in between those two cells right there, where it's a little bit brighter, looks a little or- orangish. That's that's right there. That's like in between the two pockets.